Whenever so-called white people sell drugs or commit crimes, right, steal and destroy people, they call them an organized crime family, an organized crime mob. When a so-called black man do it, when a so-called black or Latino man do it, they call him an animal. They call him a savage. They say he a criminal, right? All he know how to do is be violent. They're violent by nature. They're so lucky we colonized them. Us colonizing them saved them, right? Because they're nothing but savages. They're brute beasts. That's what they say about us. They make movies about your people, right? And they glorify their actions. Look at all these movies about these Italian crime mobs, right? They celebrate their actions. They don't demonize them or try to make them look bad.
And they see it as family, generations of family too. So it's just,
right, they celebrate their actions.
Born into it, and just like,
they celebrate it. They make it seem like it's cool, like it's something for people to aspire to be.
Even in the in A books, AA books, they see people like
exactly
themselves.
Exactly. What they do to us? They make movies about us. They love first they love to make slave movies. They love to throw it in our face like, yeah, I want you niggas to remember that y'all our slaves and that we had y'all in captivity and all the atrocious things that we did to y'all. Right? Them white people that be acting in them roles, they couldn't wait to say nigga. They was lining up for them roles, bro, just so they could have a chance to say nigga. Right? Just so they can play the role of their forefathers. Right? Because they act like they're different. You're no different from your forefathers. Let's get that, bro, because that's such a fucking lie. Oh, we're not like our forefathers. We're not the same. We're sorry. We love black people. You're lying. Go ahead.
The forefathers got the white man to carve their faces in the stone, but some people see their forefathers in the stone everywhere, bro.
I'm just saying, bro, why do white people claim to not be like their forefathers? Y'all love to say we're not like our forefathers. Referring to the like people like George Washington. I'm saying the white people that enslaved us. Christopher Columbus and all of them. Well, I'm not really privy when it comes to the names of these people.
He probably got thrown off the ship before America.
This is Job 27 and 8. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he have gained, when God taketh away his soul? Like, what is the hope of the hypocrite? The so-called white man is an hypocrite. You claim to not be like your forefathers, but yet, century after century, we're still in the same predicament. We're still in captivity. We're still at the bottom of society. But you're not like your forefathers. Right? Your face is still on the money, but you're not like your forefathers. Your cops kill young black and Latino men every day in the streets of America, but you're not like your forefathers. You still haven't gave us our gold back. You still haven't gave us our land back. You still haven't gave us our identity back, but you're not like your forefathers. I think you white people are just like your forefathers. I think you are your forefathers. Have to be. That's the only thing that makes sense. How can I believe that you're not like your forefathers when y'all literally do the same shit your forefathers have done to our people? None of you guys are different. Your forefathers raped, robbed, and murdered us. You guys raped, robbed, and murdered us. Your fathers lied to us and told us we were Negroes and African. You guys have lied to us and told us we're black and African American. Right? Your forefathers lynched us on trees. You guys shoot us in the streets. Your forefathers poisoned us, right? Hit us with sickness and all kind of illness, smallpox, and all the kind of nasty, despicable shit they did to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Today, y'all get us high on drugs, Suboxone, Percocet, right? Xanax, whatever you can think of. There's nothing new under the sun. It's because y'all have this perpetual hatred for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why the Lord said, exactly what the Lord said. Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. That's America. America is that bloody city. All right? What makes it that bloody city? The amount of people that have died on its soil. Right? Millions upon millions of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have been slaughtered on the land of America. It is full of lies and robbery. Lies, because you lie, and you constantly lie. You tell us that we're blacks. Black is a color. What is Hispanic? Hispanic means property of Spain. What is Latino? Property of Rome. What is Native Indian? A native savage. Y'all gave us these names, but the Lord called us Israelites from our prospective tribes. He didn't call us black people. He didn't call us Native Americans. He didn't call us Latinos. That's why I said, woe to that bloody city that is full of lies and robbery. Everything the so-called white man have obtained in America has been by way of robbery. You have not got it in an honest way. All of your infrastructure was built by the slaves that you kidnapped off of the west coast of Africa.
Fisher.
All of the gold you got was stolen.
Fisher.
All of the opium, stole. All of the lithium, stole. All of the silver, stole. Everything you so-called white people have obtained, you stole it. You're thieves. You're walking on stolen ground and got a nerve to call somebody an immigrant. You're the fucking immigrant. Go back to a cave. That's why you make these buildings, to remind you of the caves of Caucasus, or the Caucasus Mountains, and Mount Seir. You're thieves, bro. Okay?
I will not hang out in the den of either.
It said the prey departeth not. Who's the prey? The prey is our people. The white man is currently the predator, and you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the prey. It said the prey has not departed from the bloody city that's full of lies and robbery. Are we not still here?
I'm still here.
We still here, right? So, if you so-called white people were not like your forefathers, they would have freed us, right?
They didn't give a damn about us.
Exactly. No, not us. You're not part of the us. The us is blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're going to slavery. Okay? You're definitely going to slavery. Because you're with them. You just happen to get the short end of the stick. You probably was a rich slave master a few generations ago. So now the Most High is judging you, and you poor in this lifetime. Because regeneration is real. What people like to call reincarnation. The Bible teaches regeneration. So you probably was a rich slave master going to 1500s, and now the Lord brought you back as a poor white man. And now you're receiving your judgment. Because you're going to slavery. You and every last one of your accomplices. Why? Let's read it again. Woe, Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Nahum. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. That's America. And the prey departeth not. So if you so-called white people were truly honest people and say that you're not like your forefathers, why are we still in America? Free us. If you're not like your forefathers, let us go. What Moses said, let my people go. You say you're not like your forefathers, let us go. You're liars. Because if I leave America without a passport, you're going to bring me back in handcuffs. So don't tell me I'm free. You're liars. You said you're not like your forefathers. Let us go. Give us our gold back. Give us our land back. Give us all our property back. It's a lie, bro. What is love? What is love? What is love according to the Bible? What is love?
I don't think it's how real love is.
You don't know what love is. Do you know what love is? Okay, I'm gonna show you what love is according to the Bible. I'm gonna show you what love is according to the Bible. This is 1 John chapter 5 and verse.
Another cigarette?
Oh yeah, man. 1 John chapter 5, bro. Get in the Bible.
John was a very resilient guy.
What you know about John? He wasn't a white man, I'll tell you that.
He was supposed to be.
He was an Israelite.
Yeah, he
So-called.
spoke a lot.
If you seen him today, you would say, oh, that's a black man. All of this people in this Bible, this whole Bible is by us, for us. This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So that's love. Okay? Love is not, oh, we both Christians, so let me give you a hug. Love is not passing out dollars to every homeless person you see. Okay? Love is not just using it or saying it by way of being vocal. Love is an action. Love is keeping the commandments of the Most High. The commandments that was took away from us. Because America could have easily been governed by the laws of God.
What are the commandments?
Easily. What are the commandments? They're found in the Bible. There's a lot of commandments. It's a law. The Most High gave us the law, our people. Blacks, Latinos, and Native
What are
Americans.
the 7 deadly sins?
What's that, man? What's your nationality?
Jewish and Viking.
What, on your father's side? Like the Israeli?
Eastern European.
Eastern, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the 7 deadly sins is, because the Eastern Europeans are not the real Jews.
It's always
These people right here are the real Jews. The ones who were brought to America on cargo slave ships. Let's get that in the Bible.
I just know
Right. Because our identity was stolen from us. We're not black people. And like, newsflash. Like, that brother hoodie is black. That's black. I've never seen a black person in my life, ever. Your hoodie is black. I'm not black, I'm brown.
Very charismatic dude.
I'm brown. Look at this. My board, that's white. You're red. I've never seen a white person in my life. So this is the psychology that so-called white people, that's why I say so-called white people. So-called white people have played on the American people. It ain't just my people. He tricked everybody. He tricked everybody. Right? But that's why the Lord have raised up us in these last days to let the world know that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. And that everybody's going to pay for what they did. Any race of people that put their hand on God's chosen people is going to pay for it. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation, in poverty. Right. So the real Jews are in poverty. Jewish people are not in poverty. Jewish people, I can show you, I got a little bit of proof right here. Let's read this together. At the height of American slavery, 78% of slave owners were ethnic Jews. Where is that in the Bible? Where was it prophesied that Jewish people will have people in slavery? No, all throughout this Bible, the Jews were prophesied to be in slavery. So we know they ain't the real Jews, but let's continue. 40% of the Jewish population were slave owners. Only 0.35% of white Americans own slaves. Okay? Jewish slave ship owners. So it goes down a whole list of the, like, Jewish people literally financed the slave trade. Where is that in the Bible? Where was it prophesied in the Bible that the Jews would finance slavery? Because it literally says the complete opposite. The complete opposite.
They just put tea along, sugar and stuff, and go, oh, sugar.
Let's continue though. And I know the blasphemy of them that which say they are Jews. Who does the world recognize as the real Jews? The Israeli, right? The Jewish man in the land of Israel right now. I say I'm a Jew, every time I come out here every Friday, bro. Every Friday. And when people hear me say I'm a Jew, they laugh at me. Black people, white people, Chinese people, Arabic people, African people, East Indian people, Hawaiian people. Every person, unless they know, they laugh at me and say, you're not a fucking Jew. You're a fucking African. That's what they say. So our people are not recognized as the Jews of the world. So he's not talking about us. He's talking about the people who the world recognized as the Jews, the Jewish man, the Israeli, right? So he say, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So the Jewish man, the Israeli man, is the synagogue of Satan, the church of Satan, the body of Satan. Do you know? I'm gonna show you a few things, right?
Are we talking about good and evil?
Yeah, exactly. Israelites represent good. So-called white people represent evil. And Jewish people being the embodiment of it. Because why are you tracing your lineage through your mother? That's not biblical. In the Bible, you trace your lineage through your father. But if you're the real Jew, why don't you do that? That's one. Why are you orally circumcising people? Where is that in the Torah? Where is that in the Torah that you're supposed to orally circumcise people? That's nowhere in the Tawadah, which is Torah in Hebrew. That's nowhere in it. That's from the Talmud, because that's really what they follow. Why is there a large percentage of Jewish people who don't even believe in God? Why? But they're God's chosen people, right? Why is it that the biggest gay parade is in Israel?